So Fakemink has well and truly launched himself from UK underground rapper that not many people outside of the United Kingdom were aware of to one of the most viral sensations within hip-hop in general. Co-signs from Drake, co-signs from countless artists. He's playing Coachella next year, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty insane stuff. And apart from having like a goofy art haircut,
I'll be crying if I look like that too,
which I guess could be considered a gimmick, he's kind of gimmickless, which is crazy. Like the only time I can think of this happening before in recent memory is Yeet, and even Yeet was not to this fucking level. And if you don't know who Fakemink is, he's a rapper out of London who originally blew up off of the song Easter Pink. He'd made songs before that, but that was the first song that really catapulted him, produced by Susie Shear. So it's kind of playing off that whole indie sleaze kind of trend that has now completely died and just been replaced with I don't know what's next, alright? I guess CSGO in 2016 nostalgia is next. So obviously when things get very big very quickly, especially through social media, there's a lot of attention and a lot of people become connected to this kind of brand, this identity, or this piece of art because they want to seem like they're hip to what's big now. It's big now, they want to be hip to what's big now. Stinky Minky is what they want to see now. It's split down straight down the middle within the Fakemink fan base. We got the new gens, which are the people who presumably heard his music after Easter Pink and the collaboration with Echo 2K being Macca. And then we got, I guess, the old heads. Again, these old heads are like, I don't know, like 14 years old. So they're not old heads in the traditional hip hop sense. They are old gens, I guess. They're people who go on his Reddit and they flex the monthly listeners they started listening at, and it's like if you get below that fucking 10k mark, you're on the money there. I think he's got a very unique approach to vocals. His beat selection's really good. I think he's a good gimmickless underground rapper, which is rare these days because you got shit like this. So then you got shit like this. And you got Brennan Jones, whose his gimmick is just being a white boy. So he recently announced a tour, and the dates were, I believe, Los Angeles, Toronto, London. I think there might be one more, but those are the three I'm aware of. I'm very well researched, as you can tell. And the London one sold out like a minute before the tickets came out, which is, you're probably wondering how the fuck can that even happen? Well, it's scalpers. It's the same thing with the Labubas and the Dubai chocolate. These things get incredibly popular on social media, then everybody wants it. So people see dollar signs, they use scalpers, they use bots to buy these things and then sell it on for a markup. And Fakemink was no different. He chose to perform in a fucking boxing ring in London, which is fantastic. 1.6 million monthly listeners, and let's go in a 200 cap fucking boxing venue, which seems like a problem in itself. So basically this caused a lot of uproar because all the OG fans were pissed that all these new people were going to the concert. It was really fucked up when realistically they should have just picked a bigger venue. But the reason they didn't pick a bigger venue, and this is not confirmed, this is complete speculation from me, I think it's just entirely marketing. He's obviously got a label behind him now. Artificial scarcity. It's the same with like Playboy Carti's music. Do you think it takes him 2 years to go to do this shit? It doesn't, no. It's artificial scarcity. It means you want it more. Fakemink has been very good at marketing himself to be kind of this mysterious figure with like the fucking stupid edits on his Instagram and all this shit. He's kind of got a mystique to him, and the small shows only add to the mystique. It was a story. It is a story. These tickets sold out. Most people weren't able to see the shows. So what happened when the people actually saw the shows? Well, apparently in London, it was just everybody was just off their head on MDMA Mandy, which is exactly what I expect from our great nation. But I did read a story on the Reddit from the Toronto show from a chronically ill 4'10" girl who went to the Fakemink show and immediately complained about being pushed over and laughed at by what I presume were a bunch of boys who looked like this in the crowd. You're probably thinking to yourself, why would somebody with a chronic illness go to a concert? Well, it's a fucking cloud rap show. Because I went to go see Young Lean and there wasn't even that crazy a mosh pits, realistically, and he has a lot hyper songs than Fakemink. He seems to have garnered a fan base that is so ADHD and chronically online that if they're not jumping about and smashing into another person for 5 seconds, or doom scrolling obviously, they get all antsy and they have to start moshing. Like, here's some mosh pit footage so I can be very, very clear. I've been in some fucking heinous mosh pits. I've hurt myself. This looks like a hunting ground for any budding crowd killer. You gotta go to these underground hip-hop shows. You're gonna get what you need. There was even a story I heard with somebody actually trying to pull Fake Mink off of the stage. There's always been a thing where these figures are idolized, and it's good for marketing because it makes more money. But Fake Mink has kind of been idolized as this crazy figure, just like a 20-year-old fucking Indian kid. Like, brother does not need to be pulled down on stage. And this is happening more and more with chronically online TikTok fans. It even got to the point with like Edward Skeletrix, who isn't a very approachable artist. He's a TikTok artist. He's not very approachable at all. He makes just like crazy avant-garde art and kind of just makes fun of rage beats essentially. But he had an art pop-up show where he was in like this weird ass fucking clear cage, and he was the exhibit, sat in there, and kids poured water on him and shit like that. It was the point. But then kids rock up and start trying to set him on fire. That's when shit starts getting hot. You got to stop it there. So these kids are always taking it too far because of the whole main character syndrome and all this bullshit. So let's go back to the main problem with this entire thing, the whole idea of new gens versus old gens, because there's a big divide in the Fake Mink community, the Minkers. That sounds like a slur. The new gens are joining, they're hearing Macca and they're hearing all these TikTok songs, they're vibing out to it, and they're like, shit, I like this. And then they're presented with a community that immediately hates them because they went around to hear like London Savior or that one beat he made where he fucking blew out at the beginning and it really badly hurt my eardrums. But do I think the gatekeeping is necessary within the Fake Mink community? No, I don't think we need to gatekeep the Fake Mink community, to be honest. And that is coming from somebody who's defended gatekeeping countless times. I think it's almost essential within scenes such as punk, hardcore, goth, because you see what they're turned into when gatekeeping isn't allowed and you're not allowed to fucking bully people. It becomes a bit of a problem. I think we need to probably introduce bullying to the Fake Mink community. I think that would do good things. What the fuck was my point? What am I bro, did I say this? This is shit real, bro. It's made out of fucking real rocks. I carried it brick by brick into this fucking room. Hardcore has an ethos that has been built over decades that can be diluted by new people coming in. That's why gatekeeping exists, and it's more to educate. Underground hip hop's just always retarded. So like, there's no education. It's just about kind of clout and all this kind of thing. And it moves so fucking quickly, and every incarnation of it is different. So it's less of a thing there. I think if a new person wants to listen to Fake Mink, it shouldn't be a new gen. You see the same motherfucker come to new gen under every single post. You ain't cool for liking this boy before somebody else did. Like, come on now. But yes, Fake Mink is well and truly big now, but I think the main problem with this whole thing is the community that he has garnered. I had to scroll through his Reddit for this video. It's absolutely heinous. Here are some highlights. I got some highlights here. There we got Netspend and Fake Mink Yowie. That's incredible stuff. I'm glad Netspend is of age, I think, of the creation of this piece of art. This is just called Feet Pick. Oh, fantastic stuff. That's beautiful. They photoshopped him on the cover of Crystal Castles. The thing is, like, a lot of this is probably ironic, but it is getting to the point where he's like, they're glazing. Like, what is the Reddit are discussing him smoking Ukrainian cigarettes. That's important, apparently. I also saw something on the Reddit that was since deleted. It was deleted very quickly before I could even screenshot it, but it was, I don't know if he was being serious or not, but would the Charlie Kirk situation have gone the same way if Fake Mink was present? I guess it's a question that can be asked. So what is the point of all this yapping? Well, it's the fan base that he has attracted that is causing this. It's not to do with new gen and old gen. So I guess it is kind of to do with new gens, but it's more to do with just the rabid online TikTok audience that is built due to the mystique that surrounds Mink and his music and just the age of his fans. Like, people are degenerating at a rapid rate brain-wise. It's kind of fucking crazy. I sometimes pop into Fake Mink's lives, and he's usually on Instagram Live, and he's usually just sitting, just absolute nonsense. I don't know what he's talking about. But I hopped in one. He was talking about the fact that he had some DMs with some fans. I'll see if I can find them and I'll put them up. But the gist of it was his fans were just like, why'd you keep re-releasing the same slop music with the same verses and different beats? You can do better. Like, you're an artist, London Savior, whatever. And Mink was kind of like, yeah, I'm obviously doing this to grow, and then like, I'm not going to drop the singles from my album on their own because they need to flow as an album. Fair enough. And then he leaked the DMs.
Bro, I can't lie, I'm never DMing a fan again because that stupid fucking fan, I tried to speak to him in confidence, he leaked the messages, bro.
Which is another thing, like, you get to speak to your favourite artist, you don't have to fucking let everybody else know and leak the DMs, and that's obviously a breach of trust. They didn't want that leaked. So yeah, it seems like his fan base are not doing good, and Fake Mink doesn't even like this because he's encouraged people not to mosh at his show. He makes like fucking chill ass rap, cloud rap. So why do I think that this is happening to specifically Mink? I think this is happening because of how ridiculously insane his blow up has been. He went from at the beginning of the year, I think he was around like I would like to say under 100k monthly listeners, and now he's rapidly rising. He's above net spend, he's above loads of people, he's going up like 500k every couple of weeks in terms of monthly listeners. The labels have found themselves a cash cow. They're rubbing their hands together. They love him, and because of that, it's gone from like small amounts of popularity to insane popularity. People are jumping on very quickly. It suddenly becomes a crazy trend. It's no longer an artist that's kind of becoming big. It's now an insane trend. It's a labubu. It's these things that blow up seemingly out of nowhere. People need to hop on quickly, and that usually attracts the retards. So I think that's why this has happened. I genuinely think that this is going to simmer down a little bit, especially with the UK scene. We got artists that are banking off of Mink's success, like Feng, who are complete dog shit. No offense, but your lyricism is like a fucking toddler. I don't really know what you want me to say here. So it's going to get oversaturated like everything does. I think Mink definitely has staying power, and he is going to do well into the future, but we just got to get past this little transitional period, I think. But so yeah, right, we're back on this channel. That was just something I wanted to yap about. If you've reached this point in the video, you're either a big fan of Mink, I'm rage baiting you massively, or you're a fan of me. If you're a fan of me, it's probably going to be a lot less metal talk. One, it makes me actually nauseous to even think about. I've been doing it for so long, and just nothing happens. It's not interesting. There's just the same recycled shit over and over again. Like a lot of underground hip-hop sounds like shit, but at least something different happens sometimes. So there's going to be more videos in the cave. I'm going to make one every couple days just on whatever I want to talk about. A lot of them are just going to be shit posts. It's fun. Content in the main channel's coming back as well, but it's it's what I want to do. It might financially fuck me, but hey, it might be time to get a job, brother. Alright? I can get down bad, I can get financially fucked, but there's a video of 6ix9ine going,
let me ask you something.
I put that on and everything's okay. I need to end this video.